an example of what you might find with a heat map, for like one thing that you would find, and then how you would go about optimizing it?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things with the heat map tool is, not only can you see where the majority of people are clicking, but it also shows you scroll depth. So I know that if I have something that is somewhat of a popular category that people are going to the site navigation and eventually going through and completing a conversion, and I have possibly a tile or that category placed on the homepage, but it's a little bit further down, causing multiple clicks to go through the navigation menu in order to get there, I will know that if I get that that section a little bit higher above the fold, I might be able to ease that user from having to go through multiple clicks through the navigation to simply just clicking it directly from the homepage. So these are like little things that could potentially make a big difference. And again, it's a lot of A/B testing, right? In order to really find out for sure and know for sure, you have to run multiple tests. Yeah. So so that's kind of, I'm getting the traffic to my site. I'm getting users now easily to move through the funnel, but they're dropping off at the checkout page. What do I do now? What are some tools or applications that I can use to potentially turn those lost abandoned carts into consumers?
Right, that's a good point. There are, again, depending on your platform, there are some built-in tools. There are some add-ons or plugins that you can install. That work fine. If you need something very customized, then that's a different story. But that can also be achieved on almost any platform. What they do is that they grab, if it's an existing user, a person already started filling out his or her information, and then dropped off, closed the window, left it open for a day, whatever. The email is already captured in the system. So the system will send an email to this person saying, hey, remember you added these items to cart, why don't you complete your order now? And you can also add, which will be very helpful, an incentive. An incentive can be a positive incentive or a negative incentive. So you could either be like, hey, complete your purchase now and get 10%, 15% off, just a special offer for you. That's a very positive thing. Or you can go on a negative and say like, hey, this item is running out of stock quickly.
Create a sense of urgency.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so those are definitely two ways. Another possibly more simple way, or kind of prior to that step, is maybe an exit intent pop up on your cart page. Right when the person goes to exit out of the page, pop up comes up, says, hey, where are you going? Complete your order, use this promo code to get 15% off, whatever the case may be. But yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And again, depending on your platform, there are multiple applications that you can use for these pop-ups.
I will say, I'm glad you brought pop-ups up. I will say one thing that's very important to take into consideration when installing pop-ups. Make sure, or at least try as best as you can to cater that only for people using desktops or tablets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pop-ups on mobile are very annoying. We all know this, but it actually is something that Google actually pays attention to as well. So if you want mobile traffic, don't have pop-ups on your mobile version.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we've been talking about optimization and how to optimize the user experience, but you guys, you need to understand that the user experience on your mobile, on mobile, is going to be completely different than the user experience on desktop. So when identifying your issues and finding solutions, they can be completely different based on the device that the user is currently using.